Alright, so as you can see in the title, this video is going to be about orthognathic surgery or double jaw surgery or just jaw surgery. In my case, I went through double jaw surgery, so it might be a little more severe than your case if you're just getting one jaw reconstructed, but I'm going to try to give you guys all the facts, the truth, what helped me during the surgery, and hopefully if you're watching this video and you're deciding whether or not to get the surgery, by the end of this video you can decide. So let's go. Oh, also too, on this YouTube channel I have mostly fitness and my brand content on here, so if you're interested in that, make sure you like and subscribe. Okay, so first thing first, I'm going to let you guys know why I got the surgery in my case. I kept going to the dentist and they kept saying that I should look into it, I should go to an orthodontist, I should see if they recommend I should get it because they thought I should, because of my underbite. I'll put that right here. So yeah, I had a pretty bad underbite, and then also it was grinding my teeth severely, they said, and by the time I got like 40 or 50, my teeth would be basically deteriorated. So when I heard that, I got kind of nervous, I got scared, but I still pushed it off because I was in high school, I was playing football, I was trying to go to play college football, so I didn't really have the time. So yeah, I didn't end up getting it then. So I went again. I go to school in Florida, I live in Maryland, so when I went back home, I went there and they said it again, so I was like, alright, let me see what this orthodontist has to say, let's see if I actually do need it because my teeth are grinding. And I went there and sure enough she said I should get the surgery, that it would benefit me the most, and she recommended me to a surgeon who I then went and had a consultation with, and he said the same thing, I should get the surgery, without a doubt, he recommends it, and it would help my teeth grinding a lot. And it helps me cosmetically. There's my bite now. With my bite and just the looks with that, so that's also a benefit. I wasn't really worried about that. I was more worried about my teeth grinding, because that really scared me when she said it'd be deteriorated when I was like 40-50 years old. So yeah, okay, let's jump into the surgery now. I told you guys I want to be quick, so let's go. My number one recommendation over anything in this whole process is be mentally prepared. Prepare yourself weeks, even maybe a month before the surgery. Plan things to do while you're going to be recovering. Set things up to where you stay busy while you're recovering, so you can try to forget that your face is reconstructed and healing for however long it takes for you to feel better. It takes a while. Right now I'm 3 months post-op and I'm still numb in my lips, in my chin, a little bit in my cheeks. I still can't eat steak or carrots or raw broccoli, or just things that are hard, and I haven't even tried, to be honest with you. I just know it would hurt. So that's that. I'm eating mostly everything else though now, so that's very good. My nutrition's a lot better now. I feel my energy's up, because the first few weeks your energy's going to be very low. But anyways, I had the surgery. It was an 8-hour surgery. Anesthesia, go to sleep, you wake up, and when I woke up, I have a slight asthma, so sometimes it bothers me, but I woke up and I had like mucus, blood all in my jaws, like in my mouth. I'll put a picture right there. That was like right after surgery, and they gave me a suction tube, so I was just suctioning stuff out of me the whole time, like for the first day, like the whole night. I didn't sleep. I was just suctioning, like you can't even feel it, so like it was crazy, but that it gets better from there. The first day was really rough, but most of the time you're knocked out on the pain pills, or you can't really even feel your face. So I remember the surgeon came in, the first thing he said to me was, I bet it feels like you got hit by a bus. And it definitely feels like that. I was thinking that before he even came in. Your face is just like, it's all reconstructed. You can't even feel it. You don't even know what's going on up here. But that's that. I went home the second day. It feels good to be home. That's going to help you a lot. So if you're the first day, if you're like, I don't know if I can do this, just when you get home, it's going to be better. You're around family, you're in the comfort of your own home. So there's no other way to say it. You can watch movies on your TV, you can be more free. You're at home. So that's better. The first week, I didn't eat for the first 5 days because I just didn't have an appetite. I felt horrible. Like, I just wanted to sleep. I just wanted to stay in bed. I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't even talk to people on the phone. Like, it was rough. And if people did FaceTime me, they would just start laughing because how fat my face was. Here's another picture. That's probably like 5 days, 6 days after surgery, just laying in my bed. So yeah, it definitely, like I said, you're probably the most swollen at day 4 or 5. It gets better, I promise you, but that first week is gonna be hell. Like it gets better. Just remember that. Like keep that in the back of your head. Like just stay on your pain medicine. Like take Tylenol. Like do what you got to do. Brushing your teeth wise, that's what irritated me probably the most in the first week, because you can't brush your teeth until like I think it's like the 5th or 6th day or something my doctor said, and it's an infant toothbrush, and you can't move like. All right, so that's probably like that's probably the most you can open your mouth. So it's tough. Like you feel like nasty in there, and that's also annoying too. That's horrible. So you just have to use this rinse they give you and like try to like you can't feel anything. So you're just like put it in your mouth, like put it like you're like washing out your mouth, and you're like moving your head around to try to get it everywhere. So that's rough. Like I said, the first week, just get through it. Just get through it. The second week, you start feeling a little more comfortable. This whole time to the first week, once I started eating after the 5th day, it's a syringe, and I was just drinking Ensures. Like I was just keeping it simple. Like I still wasn't in the mood or anything. But you're definitely starting to get hungry. But chocolate Ensures were my go-to. And my mom would make smoothies for me every once in a while, so that helped too. Try to get some protein and stuff in you, so you get your energy levels up. I got some veggie vitamin supplement too I would throw in there, so that was good too. So yeah, the first week, like I said, just get through it. You'll be all right. The second week, your energy starts to come back a little bit. You start to feel a little better. Your face is still very swollen the second week. You're still using a syringe, all liquid diet, second week as well. And the second week towards the middle, I'd say that's when you want to eat a burger, like, or Chipotle. Like that's when you want something. But you still can barely open your mouth, but probably probably a little more, so you can get an infant toothbrush in your mouth and be able to brush your teeth now. So that feels better. You feel a little bit cleaner. I had the rubber bands on my mouth for a month. I didn't have them taken out for a month. Some people would set the second week. It depends. I remember I went there and my doctor said it would be a month. I was pissed. But, listen to your doctor, do what he says. But yeah, towards the end of the second week, you want to kind of go out the house and be a little free and, move around because you're starting to get bored. So something that was really helpful when I got the surgery and right now too is masks are normal, and wearing a mask with this surgery helps so much because I probably wouldn't have gone out or walked around or done things in public if masks weren't a thing, because you're so insecure and you're just your face is so fat, you're not used to it at all, and like you just feel like a completely different person. So being able to wear a mask helped in the stores and stuff like that. The second week I went to like Target. It's good to get out the house and like just walk around and just look at things, see some people, just be in a different environment than your bed. And I did get annoyed quickly with the mask on my face. It would get hot. You still really can't feel, so like my nose was running too on the mask. Like that was annoying. So it was only like a 30-minute outing. I went back home and watched a movie or something like that. But yeah, that was definitely a great thing. I want COVID to end, but that was definitely helpful. Also, during the surgery, I forgot to mention, I lost 30 pounds during this whole thing. Food, I'm gonna actually dive into that right now for about a couple minutes, because that's probably that's the biggest thing with this whole surgery that I was most concerned with and was probably the toughest for me. So for me, I was on a liquid diet for 3 weeks, all liquid, nothing but liquid, Ensures, smoothies. Like I said, it's completely liquid, and I was using a syringe. Towards the end, I was like drinking soups and stuff like that because I was craving like that savoriness. So yeah, and then like at one point I grinded up meatballs and tried to do that, and that was disgusting. So yeah, I've heard stories of people trying like pizza and like Taco Bell. I can't do it, but if you can do it, all power to you. Go ahead and do it. But yeah, first 3 weeks, nothing but liquid from the syringe. You have to put it back here, like you have to like maneuver it to the back of your mouth and press it that way. But yeah, that was tough too. So, you know, and then once you start to eat it, I'm gonna play this video right here. Okay, so this is me eating rice and beans a month after, like 3.5 weeks after surgery. You still can't go in public and eat because you'll look like that. So you gotta make things at home. You know, as time goes on, you can open your mouth a little wider. You can eat more. You can take bigger bites. It will be a little easier. But I'd get so annoyed when people would come talk to me while I ate. I felt like a hyena or a wolf. Like I'd like just yell at them and not yell at them, but just tell them to get away. Like I'd get irritated. Eating is going to be the hardest thing, and after a month, it starts to get a lot better. You know, I started eating like fish, mashed up cauliflower, broccoli. You know, you got to make sure you get your nutrients in, your protein, and rice, beans. I'd put some cheese on it. You know, add as much flavor as I can get. You know, start eating like creamy soups, stuff like that. You know, you'll get creative. You'll come up with your own ideas on what to eat. But after a month, like, you can start to eat, and you'll feel a lot better too, because once you get that solid food in you, you feel like a whole different person. But that food's definitely the hardest thing, other than being I'd say food's the second major thing to be prepared with. Just you have to be prepared not to eat solid food for basically a month. It's hard. I lost 30 pounds. You know, and it wasn't good. I didn't lose good weight either. It was mostly muscle. So, yeah. Also, like I said, this is a fitness channel, and in that regard, I couldn't start working out until a month. They said 4 weeks, and it wasn't nothing serious. When I started working out, I was 10, 15-pound dumbbells doing, you know, shoulder raises, bicep curls. You know, I wasn't, you know, I'd maybe some body weight squats, but you can't really go heavy because if you put that pressure on your face, it will hurt and you could mess with stuff, and I didn't want that at all. So that's that. Also, you can't run because you'll feel the pressure on your face running, so I did the stair climber sometimes. But yeah, after a month, you start getting back in the mix of things, you know, start eating some solid food, you feel a little better. I'd say like a month, I'd say a month and a half. You wanna just go out the house because you've been in the house for a month now. You've been trying to recover for a month now. And in my case, it was summer. It sucked because all my friends were going out, drinking, doing stuff like that, and it sucked to watch them just do that. But yeah, a month and a half. You know, you're still evolving. You're still, you know, being able to eat more things, more variety of things. And I think about a month and a half, maybe a month and 3 weeks is when my first time like going out like in public, like with like my face down, like sitting, like my mask down, like sitting at a restaurant with a few people. I think I just might have got like soup and just water or like a Coke or something. But that felt good because I finally had the confidence after a month and a half to go out and do something. So that was great. I'm trying to think what else around that time period, what happened. Well, the whole month, make sure you are busy with doing something, either a side hustle, you know, learning something. Be productive and don't just sit there and lay around. Because I was productive during it, thank God, and I feel like, you know, it didn't go as slow as it should have been for me. Like, I was reading, I was learning new things, I was taking summer classes, so make sure you have something to do that will benefit you, and you feel, because I feel like you'll just feel like you wasted your time. Like, take advantage of it. You'll have a break. Like, yeah, you'll be recovering, and yeah, it will hurt, and, you know, it's going to suck being in the house, but take advantage of that opportunity that you're given, and, you know, like, seriously, just take advantage of it. But yeah, that's the thing. I'd say that the whole if you can get, especially if you can get through that month, like I said, the first week or two, after the first month, like, it just like escalates, like, you know, like the month's like this, but after the month it just goes like straight up. It gets so much better, I promise. Yeah, I mean, like, you start to I think he said you're like 80%, 75% back to normal after 2 months. So after 2 months, I was starting to be able to go out. Like, my face was still swollen, but I was comfortable. Like, it wasn't that noticeable. Like, people would be like, "Oh, did you get plastic surgery or something?" Because like it was like so swollen right here. That's about it. Like, but it wasn't that bad. Not everybody noticed. So you can, after 2 months, you can start like going a little harder in the gym. Maybe start to run then. Still be easy. Still be careful, but yeah, you'll start to feel a lot better once 2 months hit. I'd say 2.5 months is probably when. Well, okay, I forgot to mention a big thing. So, at 2 months, I found out I had an infection back here, and he said it was completely normal. It happens. It happens sometimes. It's common. I went to my orthodontist, and she found out actually. Then I went to the surgeon, and he was like, we're gonna have to give you antibiotics." He recommended I get the surgery right away because I had to go back to school, but I didn't. That's dead. Like, that was out of the question. I did not want surgery again. So I tried the antibiotics. I was allergic to the first one, and then the second one didn't work. So I had to go get surgery again after it was 2 months and like a week. I had to go get surgery. It was like a 30-minute surgery. They just took the plate out that got infected in my mouth because I'm going to show you that too right here. That's an x-ray of my face as of right now, and it looks bionic, and all the plates, minus this one in my right jaw, because they removed it during the surgery because it was infected. So, that really put me in a hole and made me pretty sad knowing I had to get surgery again. That would be the main reason I would not get this surgery again, because of that. Just that little reason, but that sucked having to do that and then recover again. Like, recovery wasn't as bad as it was before, without a doubt, like, at all, but the infection really set me back and made me, for a week not do anything again, which sucked. But I got better. 3 months right now, I'm back at school. I feel a lot better. Like, there's my face right now. Like, I'll do side to side, come closer. I can open my mouth. Like, I feel great. It's just a little numb everywhere. I can do everything I was before. I can sprint, I can run, I can lift heavy. I feel great. So I'd say like 3 months is when you're gonna start to feel like 100%. You're still numb and everything. But honestly, maybe even a little before, because I did have the surgery and it did set me back a bit. So maybe you'll feel 100% like 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 months and a half. You'll start to feel better and you'll start to be able to be yourself again. But they say a year you're completely healed. Like, I feel completely healed, except for the numbness. And I'd say I'm still maybe a tiny bit swollen, in certain areas that might go down, and if it doesn't, I'm not really concerned because I like the way I look now. Very happy, very pleased with the surgery. And the main question is, I'll end it with this, is would I do it again? And the answer is probably yeah, but I'd do it again, but if I didn't have that infection, like, that would have made everything so much better. So just make sure you're cleaning your mouth very well and taking care of yourself, because maybe that's what made my infection come. So yeah, so just, if you're going to take anything away from this video, is be mentally prepared. Be mentally prepared. Get yourself prepared. Watch as many videos as you can. I hope this video helped. If you have any questions, that's something I missed, I'm sure I missed a few things that I'll remember, just make sure to leave a comment. I'll respond back to you. And like I said, this channel has a lot of fitness content and stuff to do with my brand. I'll be posting a lot more since I'm back in Florida. So thank you, and I hope this video helps you guys.